ready now.
A late 80s arcade classic which revelled in a new generation of violent media, Narc would be one of many games which would see a gritty reboot in the 2000s. Midway would attempt to cash in on the 6th gen's GTA craze, repackaging the crazy action game as an open world crime shooter. While it introduces some interesting, and perhaps controversial, ideas, they are overshadowed by middling gameplay, unfortunate bugs, and a poorly told narrative. Not even the talents of its voice cast can help save this one from complete mediocrity, sitting in the same pile as the likes of Final Fight Streetwise. As the city of Rockland is taken over by a new drug, which gives users a potent boost, two cops in the narcotics unit set out to find the source. Jack Ferensky is clearly the bad cop, a once decorated officer who turned to drugs and suffers addiction, but gets a pass thanks to having relations in the force. Marcus Hill, meanwhile, serves as the polar opposite as a squeaky clean officer, and as these guys were former partners, they predictably show reluctance to work together. The story is, frankly, a mess. Most of the cutscenes suffer from serious audio issues, making it difficult to actually hear what is being said. The chopped up nature of cinematics, combined with some outlandish twists, make this one a story to forget entirely.
On the case, and I don't need any problems from either of you.
There won't be.
I bet you must be overjoyed. Getting to work with real cops again.
Since when have you been a real cop?
Narc is a standard sandbox game of the time, albeit simplified. Players can switch between Jack and Marcus before the start of a mission, though both play identically. Special assignments also pop up, offering brief detours to more explosive missions such as raiding a drug den, taking down a nudist, and disarming bombers. You can explore freely between each city, as you travel to Asia around the midpoint of the game. Unfortunately, these sandboxes are fairly small, and there's little incentive to explore. You have the freedom to arrest criminals, such as drug dealers and muggers, but this grows boring after a while. Collectible stashes can also be found, which in a neat twist, unlocks the original arcade game, but these are easy to find. The world of Narc just isn't exciting to explore. The shooting proves even more middling. Like Grand Theft Auto, there's a heavy reliance on auto-aim, but it is so generous in this instance that firing a gun kills enemies in seconds. The controls are awkward, but this generosity makes combat a snooze. Some interesting quirks are there, including being able to collect drugs and use them. These provide a temporary boost, such as increased accuracy, but when addiction is a possible threat, and they're rarely needed, they become somewhat redundant. The badge system also tries to utilise this mechanic. Committing criminal acts decreases your level, but depositing drugs and evidence helps rebuild it. While you can equip some nasty weaponry, including grenade launchers, and some enemy-filled sequences recapture the intensity of old, these are rare. Couple that with erroneous stealth, which borders on broken, and the gameplay is just unfulfilling. It lacks mechanics such as driving, side activities, and very few interior areas.
You've alerted the gang and they've scrapped the deal. We've got nothing.
Narc suffers from a woeful presentation at points, including bugs. Caked in dark lighting, which makes some of the sequences very hard to see, It covers up the ugly elements of the visuals, including blocky characters and dull environments, as well as pop-in. Frame rate stutters are common, and drug effects smear the screen in blurs which leave you feeling dizzy. The audio is slightly better, despite the aforementioned balancing issues. The music has some classic tracks, including hits from Cypress Hill and DMX, and the action sounds potent. The voice work has a range of actors, including Michael Madsen and Ron Perlman, but it's a shame that technical issues means you sometimes can't hear a word they're saying. The breaking point is semi-frequent crashes which, combined with manual saving, can lead you to losing quite a bit of progress. In the end, Narc is a disappointing reboot that misses much of what made the original special. The over-the-top action is replaced with a cookie-cutter sandbox that fails to deliver many necessities of the genre. Its few mechanics range from middling to broken. Couple that with a disjointed story, a lack of polish, and underwhelming production values, and it ends up barely justifying its budget price tag at the time. Gaming collectors may get a few hours of play out of this one, and some sequences manage to capture the anarchic spirit of the old arcade game. Most, however, will likely find that it isn't worth the, admittedly little, effort it takes to complete, and fans of the original will likely find it fails to live up to expectations.
Captain, we have several officers down. We have backup en route. Ambulances are on the way, but I need you to get back to the precinct ASAP. This could be the start of a dark day.